Philippines in white, Indonesia in red. Ball is up, game is on. Gold medal on the line as the Philippines takes first control. Kasi dito sa Gilas, first unit, second unit,
It's
equally
almost the
deadly.
same. They're almost the same, so it shouldn't matter much. And Tanchi opens it up with a 3, which is huge. Because if there was... So this is an excellent start. Look at that penetration coming from Gab de los Reyes. And then he finds the open Tanchi from the corner.
Pascual using that pick from Lumage. Kick out. Cruz. Corner 3. That's in!
The key for Gilas is to get the ball inside the paint through penetration. Earlier, De Los Reyes was able to
Coach,
do
that's 19%.
and that's why that has not really been a weapon for this team, for this Gilas team, the three-point shot. But it's nice to open with 2 3-pointers in this game.
Well, again, we got to take note of that young man. We're not much better, 2 for 8, but the 2 shots we've made were both 3-pointers. De Los Reyes, the spin and step back off one leg.
That was a great move coming from.
But it seems like that time, possession will stay with Indonesia. What a move by Gab de Los Reyes.
Please turn off the cameras.
That little fadeaway created that separation for Gab.
Coming from the primary big of Gilas, that's that versatility we were talking about. Travis Pascual has entered the game, announces his entry as he finishes through the foul.
It's all about pace of the game with the rebound, and then he is going downhill. He is a handful for any defense, Travis Pascual. Impact off the bench, he has done it the last 5 games. He does it again here in the final.
Of course, whatever happens in the result of this game, both these teams are qualified. So I'm sure you guys are gonna wanna follow the stories of these guys, these boys. Kailan yung mga laro nila, sino makakalaban. Follow SBP as Indonesia.
Travis Pascual as well. Talking about Cristiano.
But Pascual makes him eat his dust.
Travis Pascual.
And he has shown that he is the most. So the Philippines finally getting something on offense. This was the answer by Indonesia, but look at this. Off the pick and roll, Travis Pascual this time finishing with his right hand.
That's a miss. Halyari this time will attack.
Justin Halyari.
Excellent attack here from the Philippines. Pascual.
Halyari underneath, dumps it to Carino, who makes mincemeat of that defense.
And this guy is a handful. International basketball with youth basketball as well. And he knows what he's talking about when he says that he has seen the talent at the youth level for the Philippines.
You know what?
The talent, of course, taking care of the coaches as well. But him and Norman Black have been instrumental in identifying talent for Gilas. And now, Indonesia, that is something that we should be wary about.
Your point, when we faced them in the preliminaries, Indonesia had 10 points off turnovers. But Halyari says, enough already. That stops a 5-0.
Playing Carino and De Los Reyes together here in the beginning of the second quarter.
Seiya again. Look at how he moved the defense of De Los Reyes.
That's not easy to do.
Because where he had 19 points and 17 rebounds. That was against the thigh. Were you talking about Halyari? You were just talking about how it's actually great transition defense, but they weren't able to stop Halyari this time.
Earlier on, he went to his left. This time, they take away his left.
We just have so many weapons at different positions. Carino takes a 3. Wow! Even our boys are 4 of 6 from downtown.
And you can't give him that much space because
they were able to get a little bit of a disruption, but Gilas recovers. There's De Los Reyes doing what he does best.
Offensive. Go for that rebound.
Tanchi, another 3.
Again, you are playing with pace even on a missed basket. The Philippines is trying to run. And when they are running, Travis Pascual sees that Ethan Tanchi is wide open because the other team is still confused in transition. And 2 3-pointers now in the game for Ethan Tanchi.
Coach Mark said it. We needed
It looked good. It looked good.
De Los Reyes. So versatile. Look at that step through.
De Los Reyes.
When you talk about De Los Reyes, and
As any coach would tell you, that's the perfect way to play against the zone. Knock down your threes and then move that ball fast,
I love that because you don't have to
just
settle.
involving everyone. Miranda takes it by himself. No, De Los Reyes on a putback. Another rebound, another putback. 2 more points.
Miranda.
This is what you were talking about.
Look at that. Everybody's out of position because of the penetration by CG.
Substitution for the
And that's an
Philippines.
easy putback. Travis Pascual has checked back in. He was the guy who really picked up the pace. for Gilas.
Oh,
Miranda.
they called that a knockout play. Wild shot. And Cristiano barrels in. Look at that gutsy drive.
And Cristiano is fearless. Jolo Pascual can really bother a lot of players because of his length.
Here he is taking a three. Pascual hits it from the corner.
This guy is both tough on defense and
Oh, Indonesia still working with this zone. And that's been opening up threes. Pascual, one from the right, this one from the left.
there's no choice for Indonesia but to
Coach,
play.
there are 2 or 3 white shirts all over him.
Excellent pass coming from Gab de Los Reyes and then from Ethan Tanchi. When you're moving the ball, you're getting a lot of assists.
Hernusi misses. Cruz tracks it down. Pascual now involving Lumagwe, who finishes despite the defense.
And that is the specialty of Lumag hurt us. We're stopping the initial point of attack. And Indonesia will not have a lot of shooters to be able to hurt us.
Lumagwe, another basket for him. Naranata, who's
Yes.
Indonesia's 3rd leading scorer. Great block by Seiya there. Naranata, again, he's Indonesia's 3rd leading scorer, averaging 9.8. But in this game, Coach, he's also 1 for 9 from the field.
So everyone's struggling. Naranata is struggling. Sebastian as well. And of course, we've mentioned he knows that he needs to score.
And Gilas has been turning the ball over. Here is a 2-on-1 break. Can they capitalize, though? As Seiya was able to put that layup in. Shot clock. That's a number of turnovers now, Coach, in the 3rd quarter for the Philippines.
3 seconds to shoot.
Traffic Bakamoy, he just came out of nowhere and took that ball away. But Cristiano on the other side, cruising in for a deuce.
And Coach LA telling Cabanero and Pascual, you have to run your system.
Pascual, they work a 2-man game. And Cabanero, despite being blocked, still got it back and still scored.
That's better offense.
You know, the reminders of Coach LA, what he's screaming from the bench right now, stay low. And of course, for a decorated PBA player like him, it's basic. But right now, he's teaching under 16 boys. At hindi nyo kami maikakahon. It's a 32-point lead. Halyare, no one has been able to put him in a box. And I'm talking about the defense of Indonesia. They're having all sorts of problems. We also have the family of assistant coach Gabe Norwood, always in attendance. Mapa Gilas, Mapa PBA. How about that? That's almost a magic bunot for Indonesia.
Last week of August, this team will be flying to Mongolia for the FIBA Asia U16 tournament.
And then you're going to be to no avail. At the same time, though, look at Antolin! Erase that completely!
That's what for Indonesia. Antolin
Substitution for the Philippines.
does not give up the gold medal here because, as we mentioned, there are bigger things for this team to accomplish.
And as coaches will say, it's in these minutes. Halyare inside to Antolin.
Jeremiah
Brilliant ball
Antolin.
movement for the Philippines.
Again,
Hunger and grit that they're showing. They're fighting to show the best that Philippine basketball has to offer. Now back to you, John and Coach Mark.
the
A resemblance,
Paul.
though.
And I had a chat with Paul the other day, and I was telling Paul was he's an excellent shooter, but never played the point guard. He is a natural point guard and a pass first guy.
How about Cruz? We talked about him. being the perfect utility guy.
A very intriguing talent because of what he can do on the floor. He can shoot the three. Very confident in taking that three-point shot.
I believe also the best cook in their mom lay. So, skills and nutrition, check na.
Parang hindi pa ako nakatikim mo na.
Napapakiusapan natin yung mama.
Elimination round game that we had against them. And number 2, we're doing it on the defensive end.
Exhausting all of their efforts to find the talented players in every corner of the Philippines. And we're talking about, we pay the utmost respect to Indonesia for what they've accomplished in this tournament. Their very first silver medal in SEABA, their best finish in 6 editions.
And Coach L.A. Tenorio, what an excellent coaching debut for him. He was nervous the entire week because, of course, this is his first time being a head coach. But what a job he has done. He's going to have a bright career, bright future here as coach of this Gilas Youth team.
And so it's official. For the 6th time in as many times this tournament has been staged, the Philippines takes the gold medal in the under-16 SEABA Qualifiers